What a rookie manoeuvre. A muted microphone. But I will say it's been a while since I've made any real boo-boos in my live stream, so there we go. Yeah, so what did I say when I was still muted? I said, good evening Robert Legia, Jay Shearman, Mr. Oops, Conrad Kopek, good evening Doctor Who, and good evening the Funkadelic fan. It's going to be an intimate one this evening, is it? Because there's nobody here. But I suppose that's what I get for going lastminute.com. As you will notice, providing I've done it properly, there's no Q&A form tonight. We're going to try and go old school and use... I'm just manoeuvring things around on my screen. We're going to try and go old school and only use the side chat. Because, and I know I say this every week, but this isn't going to be a particularly long live stream. Because I haven't really got anything to talk about. But I was missing you all, so I thought I'd hop on and say hello. And I'm lying anyway. Can you hear me okay? Am I near enough the microphone? I've been playing around with the settings on the microphone. Because somebody who shall remain nameless, Conrad Kopek, commented on Friday's video that I should use a pop filter. Well, this funky microphone has got a built-in pop filter, but I think what happened is when I was recording Friday's video, I didn't notice that the gain knob had been turned up quite a bit. And yeah, I was a bit loud in Friday's video. I apologise. And while we're talking about, Friday's video, good evening Major Tom, good evening RB, Talin, was it TA1N, Bill Huber, Fletch, how are you pal? Bob Warren, good evening, Tommy Gronwald, Aaron Murray, Frank Voltan, Volanate. Frank, I wouldn't have thought so tonight, but we'll see how carried away I get. Like I say, my live streams are basically just a test for me every week. How long can I speak for without stopping? And it doesn't always go as I plan, as some of you will be aware if you've been here before. But anyway, I digress as always. Friday's video. Good evening Irish Stew. Good evening Sabliagle. Fame. Gary, how are you? Miles 1. Hey guys to you as well. But there's only one of me, unless of course you're addressing everyone in the side chat, which would make more sense. Evening Gare, how are you? Will Kemler. I tell you what, I really need Harry Warp, Tamara Blaine. Tamara, you are in the list as a new Patreon. Thank you very much indeed. It is massively appreciated. Mark Lindsay, evening, how are you? Oh, it's a bone. Okay. Nobody interrupt me again, please. You know I'm easily distracted. Treadhead 1945, how goes it to you, sir? Brainless Steel NL. 9 o'clock hero. Slayer. Mr. Serious. How did you get here? That's a damn fine question. And who are you? That's not a name I'm familiar with. I'm going to assume that you're a new subscriber, and if you are, welcome. Hello Streamlabs. Oh, that's just the bot, who will place useful information in the side chat periodically. No, Talent, don't distract me. I'm easily distracted as it is. I've tried to speak about Friday's video now about 3 times. But there we go. Sorry, there was a butterfly on my desk. Darth Weasius, Lucifer Almighty. There's that Streamlabs bloke again. Doctor Who. Anyway, Friday's video. Nobody seemed to like it. It's absolutely tanked. So, that makes me feel awesome. But I suppose it can't be a winner every time. Which is why I will probably be asking for some of your guidance again. Okay, Treadhead. $2 does buy you the right to interrupt. But pack it in. Or we'll fall out. Yeah. What happened with Friday's video? Nobody seemed to like it. I don't know what's going on, but it's me. How much weight have I lost? I have absolutely no idea, because this was my theory. When I was away on holiday in July, even in Elizabeth Dracula, I felt very fat, because I was very fat. So I decided I was going to go on a diet as soon as I got home, and I did. But to be honest with you, my weight was irrelevant. Whenever I've dieted in the past, I always base it on, do my clothes fit me? Do I feel better? Do I look thinner? I think weight would be a distraction for me. But yeah, I've got a little way to go yet. But I'll get there ASAP. And I was absolutely amazed that not one single person commented on the fact that I've shaved my beard off. I was really surprised, actually. I thought people were going to point it out straight away. But nobody did. Nobody did. So you didn't notice. How? God, there's 98 people here. Better try and make this entertaining then, didn't we? Thank you, UKPI. Nathan Thompson is selling a diet program. Is it breatharian by any chance? It wouldn't surprise me. Exactly, Tommy. What beard? It's gone. I've just got the old little tickler left under my lip, because being follically challenged, I can't afford to have absolutely no facial hair at all, otherwise I would just look like an alien. So, yeah. Thank you, Madison. You noticed. I was going for your nudity offends me. Yes, I've got a naked face. Except for the little landing strip. Mr. Serious, I don't notice when you shave either. No, I know. I'm going to have to make myself more observant, aren't I? Otto von Skidmark, how are you, pal? The girl that likes roses, good evening. Have I said hello to you, Jay Shearman? Yeah, I think I have. The soul patch, you got it in one, Robert Legia. Because I'm a soulful guy. John Curtin. I got a pair of you next to me. Oh no, they're just black curtains. Tee-hee, hee-hee-hee-hee. Good evening, Ultraviolet HD. Buckwild72. Javi. This is crazy times. What? Oh, haven't I said good evening to you, Turquoise Laura? How very rude of me. Lottie says, Riley is fat and stupid. Good evening, Lottie. How's Cardiff this evening? I hope you're going to behave yourself. I know you Cardiff boys. Oh, God alive. Hang on a second. My mother's ringing me. Hello? Hang on a second. I'm actually live on YouTube and I haven't stepped away from the camera. Alright? Is it important or?
Yeah, it is important.
Right.
I just got into the phone Jordan filled in and I photo that's the signature of the spent.
Yeah, that's Jordan's signature. Yes. Mothers, don't you just love them? I did tell her I was live on YouTube, as you heard, but that wasn't enough to stop her speaking. Soz. Anyway. Creaky, don't forget to wear warm clothes. I'm indoors, mind. Top of the morning to you as well, McToon. MC Toon. I always get it wrong, don't I? Am I the only person that calls you McToon? Probably. Thank you, Treadhead. That's very kind of you. Naked face for the win. And Mrs. Blinder is absolutely delighted because she's never liked me with a beard. Yes, they are, Elizabeth Dracul. You're 100% right, but we'd be lost without them, wouldn't we? Anyway. I'm totally... I'm distracted again. Have we spoken about Friday's video yet and the fact that nobody seemed to like it? We have, haven't we? Yeah, I thought we had. Virgil Blue, how are you? Fatal Gravity, good evening. Christopher Jarvis. Mr. Jones 1972. How are you, Sir Tom? Lucifer Almighty. I'm hoping that's a joke. I know it's absolutely ridiculous. And I will talk about it. So, there was a news article on the TV one morning this week, and you're all aware of the, well, not the alleged deaths. People have died, but it's yet to be proven it's got anything to do with e-cigarettes. And there's been, I think there's 11 now in America. And there was a big article in the papers that that a person in the UK has now died. And we were like, oh great, that's perfect for somebody that owns a vape shop. That really helps. So this article was on, you know, she was being interviewed on the TV. And it basically turns out that her husband died 9 years ago. And he worked in a glass manufacturing factory for 30 years. So he was basically inhaling silica dust for 30 years. But obviously, it's vaping that killed him. It must be. And there was a doctor on there with her, and she was basically saying, but he worked in a glass factory, and he died 9 years ago when vaping was in its infancy, and there was absolutely no regulation. So the doctor was basically saying, don't be an idiot, you're just trying to jump on the bandwagon in case there's a payout in the future. Because Doctor Who, that's 100% right. That's the part that they're not putting in the news so eagerly. So I see I've totally lost it now. Liam Hodges, it depends which way you look at it. The bloke did die, and he was a vapor, but he died 9 years ago. And it didn't say on his death certificate that that's what killed him. And the thing is, and the line we will be taking with our customers and the way we will be explaining it to our customers is you've got to have a bit of perspective on it. So vaping is still a very young thing. There's been thousands of studies done to show that it's 95% safer than smoking cigarettes. But what we are seeing is a lot of people seem to be using it, oh, well, vaping's not safe, so I may as well go back to smoking tobacco, which is completely ridiculous. Because let's say these 11 people have died because they vape, which the general consensus is, no, it wasn't because they vape, it was because of what they were vaping. But anyway, that's a separate issue. So 11 people versus, well, there we are. I don't know the number, but to be transparent, how many people a year die from smoking in the USA? Because it's a bigger country. So 11 people possibly have died because they vaped, even though, like I say, I don't think you can. In the past year, cigarette smoking is responsible for more than 480,000 deaths in the United States, including more than 41,000 deaths resulting from second-hand smoke exposure. So 11, 500,000. 11, 500,000. So if you, as a non-smoker, had to choose one based on only the odds that it's going to kill you, which one would you pick? Because I know which one I would pick every day of the week. And obviously I'm a little bit biased. But it's all in the figures. 500,000 or 11. Which is more risky? Ooh, I think I may try smoking and see. Don't be so stupid. It is close factored, you're right. Exactly, Liam Hodgetts, and that's because it is, and it's proven to be. And Public Health England are still maintaining their view on e-cigarettes. Vape instead of smoking, because it is substantially safer. We've always been very careful in our shop to never tell people that it's 100% safe, because it isn't. Nothing is. But if you look at the statistics, the harm from vaping is roughly equivalent to the air you've got available to breathe when you walk outside if you live in a city area. So if I was in Swansea and I was walking around town, what I'm breathing in is about the same level of harm as vaping. So fatal gravity, exactly. Ultraviolet HD, I part own one with my 2 sons. So yes, I do, but it's not all mine. James Davis, how are you? The Womble Biter. I like that name. Tidy. Right then. Yeah, popcorn lung. That's another awesome story. And it kind of goes along with the same thing, Turquoise Laura. Artificial sweetener, aspartame. They use it to sweeten popcorn. Years ago, some American e-liquid manufacturers were using aspartame in their e-liquid to sweeten it, because anyone who vapes, they enjoy a sweet flavour. One guy, a single person, died, and he worked in a popcorn factory, and he worked there for most of his adult life. So imagine how many, I wouldn't imagine this is a stat you can find on Google, how many popcorn factories are there in, we'll pick on America again because it's such a vast country. How many popcorn factories would you estimate you've got in America? Thousands, I would guess. We'll say worldwide, right? Because they tarred this one around the whole world. How many popcorn factories are spread throughout the world? There's loads and loads. One guy working in one of those factories died from excessive exposure to the dust from aspartame. His job was he used to stand up on the gantry. He had a pallet of aspartame sacks next to him. He'd pick one up, cut it open with a knife, bloop, dump it into the popcorn. And anyway, his doctor determined that he died from inhaling this dust from the aspartame. I'm going off on a tangent again. I'm back on track now. And then, because some of these American e-liquid manufacturers were using aspartame in their e-liquids, vaping gives you popcorn lung. And that was the story, and that's one we've explained to customers umpteen times, because customers do ask us about these sorts of things. I'm just sorry, I've had a couple of messages. Yeah, I can do that, Marvel Girl and Robert Legia. Let me just grab that. So is this something that's... Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right. So, let me see if I can be ultra swanky and posh. Can we do that? Everybody. Not now, obviously, because I'm still live. But head over to Marvel Girls channel and check out this video here. And while you're there, you may as well subscribe to her. So that's the video. No, don't worry, Robert. I'm not gonna watch it all live. I'm just showing people. So yeah, head over to Marvel Girls channel and give her a new video a watch. I'm nosy now, so I want to have a look. Cool. Yeah, so do that, every people. It was back to me. Okay, what else do I want to talk about? I know. My request in Friday's video that nobody seems to have watched, and I put a post in my community tab on... When did I do that? When did I do that? I did it 4 days ago. So, yeah, if you want to have a look at the latest post in my community tab, that is my request. But I will go over it here. What I want to do, and Simon Dan did this, I want to do a video involving my subscribers or other creators. It doesn't matter to me either way. I think so far, how many have I had so far? What I want you to do while I look for what I've had so far is record a little video clip, just saying why you watch me. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 6, 12, 18. So I've had 18 clips submitted so far. Good evening, Radical the Unhallowed Knight. How are you, sir? Yeah, so I've had 18 clips sent to me so far. All exactly the sort of thing I was looking for, or very close to being the sort of thing I was looking for. But my idea is to make it slightly different from the way Dan did it. Is I will just sort of not make fun of you, just we'll have a laugh with it. I hate this word, but I think the cool kids call it a bit of banter. And that's my idea. So for example, if you're not as blessed as me in the handsome department. Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face. I don't know. You've seen the way I make fun of people. Tommy, kind of a roast, but nothing too over the top because I'm not a knobhead. It's just to have a bit of fun, and I thought it would be something different, you know. So yeah, that's an idea that I've got. I've just had an email now, a new Patreon, whose name is... He definitely had a name. His name is Timothy Roy. Oh, there we are. It does come up, right? So I wasn't sure if Patreon still came up as a notification while I was live. And another thing, I wanted to extend my gratitude to everybody that bought some merchandise while I was live last week. That's absolutely awesome. That's the most merch I've sold in the shortest period of time. So it makes my day. Absolutely makes my day. I know everyone's like, "Oh, I'm so grateful," and but it really does make my day, honestly. Good evening, Christopher Shapley, DVM CVA. How are you, sir? How is my favourite American veterinarian? And I said that tonight with no hesitation or mistakes. Yay me. So here's the link to the merch store. I've just put it in the side chat. Yeah, I know, Mr. What? Mr. Deja Vu. I know I'm not a fan of it either, but I'm far too lazy to say merchandise. I just shared it above. Here it is again. Hang on. TA1. Bum, buddy bum, buddy bum. There it is, Talon. There we go. And now I'm distracted again. So, yeah. Send me over the clips. I'm hoping that I can record that video for Friday. It'll be my Friday video. So, let's say I would need... I'd need everything over by late Wednesday, if possible, and then I can edit them all together and stick them in the video. Who was that question directed at, Mr. Deja Vu? What do you want to be when you grow up? Are you asking me or somebody in the side chat? Good evening, Boaty McBoatface. 2 left thumbs. How the devil are we? 123 people watching this. My gas has never been so flabbered. Or to translate, I am flabbergasted. Mr. Deja Vu, you're asking me. I don't know. And that's a genuine answer. Paul Griffiths, what's a Rosso hat? It's a beanie hat. Dark Knight Apologist, how are you? Irish Stew, have I said hello to you? Paul Griffiths retracted his message. Christopher Shapley, we can consider you being fashionably late. A gentleman of your standing in the community. Animal. Ah, right, Paul Griffiths, Rosso as in Rosso Red. What did you ask me, or did you just point out that I was wearing a red hat? In a vain attempt to illustrate your your ability to observe. Happily Kilmore, hello, how are you? Gary Graham. Exactly, I 100% agree. I'm 40, how old am I? I'm 46, and I have no idea what I want to be when I grow up. Mr. Deja Vu. That's one thing I would never sell. Sell my soul, but I would never sell any of my hats. But I can tell you where I bought this one from. Are you in the UK? Obviously not, because you just offered me $25 for my hat. Anyway, distraction again. What? I am Raven. Your Patreon name is your nickname. What? Is it? Basically, all I do, just to clear up the confusions with a Patreon list, all I do is download the CSV file from... I basically go onto my Patreon page. I go into Relationship Manager and I select current Patreons and Patreons that have paid, and it just generates a list. So however you entered your name when you became a Patreon member of the site, not of mine, that's how you'll be displayed. Mr. Deja Vu, they're not even that much to buy brand new in the shop. You just want a bit of creaky sweat, do you? Because if that's all you're after, I'll just sweat in a bag and send it over to you free of charge. Ah, right, sorry, I am Raven. I'm not very good at paying attention, as you can tell. Who was asking me that? Mr. Deja Vu. Just go on to Google and type in Route 1 skate clothing. Don't look like a skater boy, do I? Well, now you know. You may be right, Warren Evans. He's after a bit of creaky DNA. Good evening, Global Mum. Mammy. Globa female. It always feels really awkward when somebody spells it M-O-M. I know that's how my American friends say it. But when somebody who's Welsh says mom, it just sounds weird. And I'm weird enough as it is. James Turville, clone me. I hope not. Can you imagine there were two of me? That wouldn't be good for anyone. Good evening, Captain Nemo. What happened to my upper lip? I had an accident with a Dollar Shave Club razor. I should be sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. I've been using their products for years. Ultraviolet HD, I am vaping Cafe Infuso Vanilla Latte. And it's yummy. But it's only yummy if you like coffee. Flavour vapes. Evening, Julie Lees. How are you? Boaty McBoatface. No, it's not mum. Oh, in Wales, only posh people say mum. We say mam. Mammy. Mam. Come here, mam. Exactly, Mr. Jones. See, Mr. Jones 1972 knows the score. Good evening, Bob the Science Guy. How are you? Deathpool Wilson. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to drink my coffee. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah. So, is it anybody in the side chat right now who's already sent me a video clip? Give me a thumbs up if you've already sent me a video clip for the video next week that I haven't decided on a title yet. I know Chris Shapley has. Turquoise Laura, you said you were going to send one, didn't you? Bo Holbo Rasmussen has sent me one. Yeah, I know you have, Chris. Stupid Monkey, yeah, I remember seeing yours. I was in my favourite fashion house when I saw your video, Stupid Monkey. And only people in the UK will understand the joys of shopping at Primani. No, only two people who are in the side chat. Mr. Jones 1972, you can send an audio clip. K-Nable 87, yeah, all you've done is point out that you haven't watched Friday's video. How rude. Because I spoke about it in Friday's video. Tommy Gronvold, good man. Send it over. Send it over. How long have we been live for, people? It must say it somewhere on this swanky new on this doobly what's it? It doesn't. Well, that's bloody stupid. Anyway, not that it makes any difference at all. Any difference whatsoever. K-Nable 87. Most of it isn't all of it. Hang your head in shame. That kills retention. How rude. Julie Lee's, no, there's no Q&A form tonight. I thought I'd be all high-tech and down with the kids and just try and read questions as they come up in the side chat. 33 and a half minutes. Is that all I've been on for? Well. Story of three wells. So, in Creaky Blinder Live tradition, don't worry, I'm not going to make a mistake. I'm going to talk about... You probably couldn't hear that drum roll then, could you? Indeed, Julie Lees, I am winging it, but I always do. The Q&A form just gives me a push in the right direction. I am now on... I'm the wrong bloody... Doohickey. Hang on, my doohickeys are all over the place now. Oh, Miles 1, you could hear it. Or 3 holes in the ground, Paul, you're quite right. 9,638 subscribers as we speak. I knew that people didn't really like Friday's video when I looked and saw that it had lost me some subscribers. So that is definitely not tidy. Let me ask you a question. I just glanced at myself on the screen just to make sure I was still here. And I reminded myself of something. Am I better focused than I've been in videos of late? Because I had an epiphany before I recorded Friday's video. Because I'm using my DSLR, this thing by ear, as a webcam, I look tidy. Thank you, Tommy. I see. My focus has gone again. Anyway, yeah, this is what I was saying. I have to manually focus it and then not zoom in or out, otherwise I lose the focus. I can come closer and it's fine. I can go back here and I get a bit blurry. I'm probably a bit quieter. But my hair is crystal clear. That's not funny. I'm sensitive. If I move and now focus, the camera remembers it's focused on me and it ignores the microphone. Fatal Gravity, I am clearly not mentally focused, otherwise I wouldn't be making videos and putting them up on YouTube. And you've just reminded me of something as well. I want to choose my words carefully so that I don't make myself sound like a douchebag. But somebody in the comment section, should I say this? Yeah, it's my channel, I'll say what I like. Told me I need to grow up and they can't believe how much I've changed since I've given up working for a living to make YouTube videos. And I did reply, and I generally don't reply to negative comments. But in this case, I did. And what I said was, very politely, obviously, that I have not given anything up. I had to choose to close my sign company because it wasn't making any money anymore. I am still a working man, being part owner of a vape shop, and I spend about 40 hours a week making content for YouTube, if you include all the other bits and pieces I do, which by my reckoning is full-time hours, or at least it is here in the UK, and that's on top of what I do for the e-cig shop. So how I managed to change so drastically. When did I hand the keys back? On Monday. So we'll call it all day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So in 4.5 days, I went from being relatable and an everyday man on the street, I think was the term he used, to grow up and I can't believe you've given up working. I haven't given up working, have I? You knob cheese. I get some negative comments. I don't get many. But they never bother me. But I just thought that was a really, really stupid thing to say. But yeah. Keep reminding me of stuff. Chris M... Was that? Chris M-Natch. I grew up once, didn't suit me. Yeah, I've got a patch on my cut off that I wear when I ride the bike. And it says, growing old is inevitable, growing up is optional. There's enough serious people in the world now. Exactly, damage 262. Growing up is for quitters. Everybody wants to be however they want to be. And the way I am is the way I want to be. So, what's it got to do with you? Not you watching, obviously, but this person. Actually, Mike 71, it was a man, I think. But yeah, Mr. Oops. So need to blur out the background. The girl that likes roses. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. And I was very aware of... Right, so when I started this channel, I was very, very aware and very, very prepared to have a lot of people not like me. And to be honest with you, it makes zero difference to my life. How does somebody saying in a comment that they don't like me affect my life? It doesn't. Now, I know that may sound a little bit contradictory given what I've just been speaking about, but that was just telling you something that had happened. I don't know, it just confuses me. It just confuses me. Your work was good enough for him to watch, bit of a success, really. This is the thing, see, he was acting as if I was bloody PewDiePie and making 6 million quid a month. I don't know how much people think a YouTube channel my size makes, because it's not a lot. I got a lot of work ahead of me if I want to make this pay as an actual job. What do you mean, Radical? It's me. Look. I just got a hat on. I'm in disguise. Or do you mean because I went serious then for a few more months? Frank Volta. Well, yeah, exactly, you know. We've all got crosses to bear, haven't we? It could be worse, though. I could be from Cardiff. Yeah, exactly, Paul Griffiths. It makes... Yeah, I know. My beard fell off, Radical. Exactly, Laura. That's 100% accurate. What people think of me is none of my business. Doesn't benefit me. Doesn't affect me negatively. So... stop wasting your little trolley fingers. Type in... because it makes no difference. And what people fail to realise... Good evening, Brainy Beaver. How are you, pal? What people fail to realise as well is the YouTube algorithm doesn't know the difference between a like and a dislike, or a comment saying that you love my channel, or a comment saying that you hate my channel. It's all the same. The algorithm just sees it as engagement, which is why it's always so funny when people like FDFE, God, he gets so many negative comments. Why do you think his channel's growing? It's all part of it. Colin Couch, good evening. How are you? Exactly, Brainy Beaver. Got it in one. It doesn't matter whether it's a thumb up or a thumb down. It makes no difference. At all. And it certainly makes no difference to me. People calling me names stopped affecting me, and I don't know. I don't know if it ever did. Yeah. That got a bit serious then, didn't it? But what can you do? Jay Shearman, so far, I've only had one, and I know I'm going to edit a bit out of it because the person who sent it to me said something that was just unnecessary. I'm all for, you know, being made fun of. Don't bother me, but there's certain things. You know, everybody's got one or more things that they're a little bit insecure about. Not insecure. That's probably not the right word. But yeah, that's the only one. I've had, like I said earlier, I've had 18 so far sent over to me, and they've all been awesome. Even the one I'm going to cut a bit out of is awesome. But yeah, if there's anything I don't like in any of them, I'll just edit them, and it makes no difference to me. Brainy Beaver, yes, I'm using Streamlabs OBS. And now I want to know why you want to know. I was using... What's the other one called? I can't even remember what it's bloody called now. The one that FTFE and Team Skeptic use. I know. Boho, blah, 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 whatever your name is. VMix, that was it. Radical. Yeah, and Colon and Brainy Beaver. Yeah. But once the 90-day free trial ran out, I haven't got $2,000 to drop on streaming software, so I went back to Streamlabs OBS, and I'll be honest with you, Beaver, nobody even noticed. Because I don't have guests on regularly, the ability to bring a guest in internally in the software was of little consequence to me. So, you know, one of my subscribers did very kindly offer to pay for the lower tier of it, but I don't need it. You know, my streams are no different now. If anything, they're better because... Good evening, Kiri Mac, how are you? If anything, I think they're better because I've really sort of doubled down and learned how to use Streamlabs OBS well, and you can't see any difference. Nobody would look at this stream and say, oh, he's not using VMix anymore. Who's the drunk Viking? Boholbo? Oh, is that you? Are you a Viking? Swansea's got Viking history, depending on who you speak to. Good evening, Hammertink. How are you? Yeah, apparently Swansea is called Swansea because of a Viking king called Svein. And Swansea, thousands of years ago, was known as Svein's Eye. And there's lots of literature that you can, because I do know what books are. There's lots of literature you can look at about the Viking link to Swansea, so that's quite cool, in my opinion. Andy Stokes, hello from Greece. Hello from Wales. Joe Surma, glad I could catch a Sunday live stream, and I'm glad you could catch it as well, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on for, because unless I suddenly become inspired, I'm starting to run out of things, everything I wanted to talk about. I pretty much already have, so I am just freestyling it now. Yeah. Do what Turquoise Laura just said. If you want to get my attention in the chat, can you tag me so that I can see it, because I'm being young and crazy tonight and not using the Q&A form. Who just asked Malicious Bloke rap for us? Have you ever heard a Welsh rapper? There's a pretty good reason why you haven't, unless of course you want to bring up Goldie Looking Chain. Guns don't kill people, rappers do. I've seen it in a documentary on BBC Two. Chris, I wondered that. I was just about to ask if it was the same. Apart from the fact that you live underwater, obviously. Dark Knight Apologist, no, I never read books. It's one of my most shameful claims. I can honestly say that in my entire life, I have read one book. I haven't got the attention span for it. Paul Griffiths, what are my plans for tomorrow night? I don't know. Who knows? Now that I can record in the days, I don't have to do any YouTuber in the night, so I don't know. 82 Productions, what about Lily welching on yet another bet? 82, all I will say, mate, is shock horror. Absolutely unbelievable. A flat earther not honouring a bet. I've never heard of anything like that before. Jay Shearman, okay. You want to hear a Welsh rapper? I'm not going to play the music because the stream will get demonetized, and that's the last bloody thing I need. Yeah, they're on. Yeah, I know they are on there, Radical. But if Radical, if you type in Goldie looking chain, I don't know if they were meant to be a comedy rap group or if they were genuine, but they've got classics like Guns Don't Kill People, Rappers Do, Newport, State of Mind, You Knows I Loves You, and my personal favourite, Your Mother's Got a Penis. So I'm not entirely convinced they were serious. Right. But yeah, so that is a Welsh rap group. So just go on to actually I don't want to let the music play because it'll get claimed. Copy video. There we are. Welsh rap group. Check it out. Prepare to be amazed. You'll wonder how Jay-Z became so successful when he was in competition with Goldie Looking Chain. Oh, God. Manolis 23100. That's because nobody here's got an accent. Obviously, come on. I've seen your name here before. You should know. Exactly, Catpool Wilson. What accent? Mr. Deja Vu, you're desperate to get that question answered. Do we have Bigfoot in the UK? No. But you don't have them anywhere, do you? Exactly, 82. What is an accent? I'm unfamiliar. I just speak the way I speak. It's not an accent. Frank, you may be right. Good evening, Pam Duthie. How are you? Were you lurking in the background? We have Nessie. Yeah, I've thought of making a video on the Loch Ness Monster. But again, with certain things, you've got to be careful how you approach it, because whilst I've got no issue with upsetting some people, I definitely don't want to be one of those people that upsets his supporters. Just by way of a quick survey, in the side chat right now, give me a thumbs up if you think the Loch Ness Monster is real. Give me a thumbs down if you think it isn't real. Go. Clive Wells, I speak like the Prince of Wales. I don't, because the Prince of Wales is English. Oh, Charlie boy. There we are. Lots of thumbs down. Oh, it's me. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. There we are. But Pam Duthie, you're a Scottish lady, aren't you? And this is what I mean, see? So, everyone's given a thumbs down. Except it's me. Not me, I didn't give a thumbs up. And, oh, Elizabeth Dracule gives a thumbs up as well. So, I know Pam Duthie is Scottish because I watch her videos. And I don't know if Elizabeth Dracule is Scottish. So I don't know. That's why I've never made a video on the Loch Ness Monster. But also, right, I'd like to think that if I did make a video on the Loch Ness Monster, the people that have been here for a long time will get it. They'll understand. Because, like the crystal healing video on Friday, I was sure to say in that video that I got no ill will towards M, and the number of people that were telling me what M could potentially be short for, I knew it was going to be short for something, but there was no joke there if I just acknowledged that it was an abbreviated name, was there? What was I saying? Yeah, so Pam Duthie, the myth is cool, of course. She isn't real, and the nut does are fun. Ah, see, so this is what I mean, see, Pam Duthie, and I'd like to think that if I made a video along those lines, people would understand that it's satire. Because it baffles me how many people don't get me. Nobody gets me, man. I'm so misunderstood. Do you know what I mean? If you can't see this is satire, no, not this is a live stream. If you can't see that my videos are satirical in nature, then maybe it's not the right channel for you to be watching. Solar DNA. Emo Creaky. How am I an emo? Or is it emo? What? My sarcasm is too advanced. Yeah. I'm frequently finding myself having to explain jokes, so that means one of two things. Either my jokes are shit and just not funny, or my deadpan delivery, my straight-faced delivery is so convincing that nobody can tell when I'm joking. What did somebody say? I only answered this comment today, and it was from a what's his name now? Julian Assange, is it? I said something in a video. Christ, I can't even remember what the video was, but it was months back. It was in the very early days. And I said something that made it sound like I was on his side. Was that I was against... Let me start again. I'm confuzzled now. Chloe Wright, absolutely go for it 100%. It works, but you've got to want to stop smoking tobacco to make it work. It's not a miracle cure, but it definitely works. I haven't smoked now for 5 years. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Dark Knight apologists, are you the only Christian here? I don't know. Any other Christians in the house? So my friend Dark Knight doesn't feel so alone. Christopher Shapley, I'm dull-witted. Oh, I thought you were my pal. What was I doing? Why am I waving my hand about? Why am I waving my hands about? What was I saying? What was I saying? Nope. It's gone. Completely gone. Completely gone. Nope. Sound waves? What? You're satirical. Oh yeah. Thank you, Sean McGuire. Julian Assange, the WikiLeaks guy. I said something, and if you watch this sentence out of context, it would seem that I approve of what happened to him, and I don't. But I said it too seriously, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. There we are. That's that. I've gone on about that long enough now. So, 146 people watching. A middle-aged Welsh bloke with no noticeable accent talking about nothing. Absolutely amazes me. Really, really does. $155, is it? Pam Duffy, I have the opposite problem. My face says sarcasm even if I mean it. Yeah, I know. It is. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, I'm going now. You were back, Gary. Bye, everyone. Nice to be. Dull-witted folks definitely don't understand sarcasm. No. And I know, what's the old saying? Sarcasm is the lowest form of wit. Creaky, you're Welsh. I totally thought you were from Argentina. Argentina. I totally misplaced the... So I don't recognise that last word, MC Toon. Kent or something? Because it can't possibly be accent because I haven't got one. Solar DNA, what made you shave? I just fancied a change. I've had a beard for about 6 or 7 years. And, you know, all the handsome young men and beautiful young women who are still blessed with hair, if they fancy a change, they dye their hair a different colour, change the style. What am I going to do? Polish anti-clockwise instead of clockwise? I'm only wearing this hat because I'm having a bad hair day. Isaac, do you use Gillette? No, I use Dollar Shave Club. Mr. Deja Vu, no, I am not from Cardiff. I'm from Swansea. Good evening, Raven Looney, how are you? Tiffany Hall, have you been here the whole time? If you have, I apologise for not saying hello. Or if you haven't, I've already said hello, I apologise for that as well, for not paying attention. And I'm not doing a very good job of looking at the camera tonight either, am I? Yep, Dollar Shave Club all day. MC Toon. Which is why I think I should be sponsored by them. I know, I've got hat head. I noticed you were careful not to say hat hair. Thank you, Mr. Jones 1972. It's very kind of you. What vaporizer do I use? I got loads of different ones, Jake. But at the moment, I'm using the Dove Poo MW. Because I like the very cool skull design. And the tank is a Kylin Mini. It's a rebuildable tank atomizer. What was that then? Happily Kilmore. Sarcasm tends to be beyond the overly sensitive mind. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I got an idea for a video as well that I'm not going to share with you. But when you see the video, you'll know which one it is. And the whole premise of it is probably going to be a short video, because I've been thinking about this for a few days now and I can't think of a way to make it a long video. But it's going to be all based around the fact that you can literally say nothing without risking offending somebody. So that's going to be the premise of the video. So you'll have to stick around. How many tattoos have I got anyways? I lost count years ago, Mr. Deja Vu. And when you've got as many as me, they become one bigger tattoo. Mike71, how to trigger people. Yeah, exactly. Different people are triggered by different things. I'm sure there are things that trigger me. And yeah, there probably are. But where's the line between being respectful of what other people think or what other people believe and not being able to say anything? Like, words will become bad. And I mean words, not, swear words or racist words or sexist words. I just mean, at what point will we reach all words being offensive? No one has the right to be offended. You lose either way. Exactly. What did I miss? Not a lot, Robert Legier. You've seen my live streams before. People actively seek out things to be offended by. It's like a hobby for people who lack all other skills. Yeah, I think you may be onto something there, Mike. Michael Weston. It does seem that the offence police monitor YouTube and other social media platforms very closely. Yeah, Warren Evans, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. My chair's wobbly because I'm wobbling it, Radical. Got to keep myself occupied. Do I look like a homeless person wearing my beanie like this? What does a homeless person look like? Probably shouldn't have said that. Soz. Okay, sorry, Radical. You can't stand wobbles. Does it bother you? So in my video, Radical, well, in any of my videos, where my microphone's doing this because I'm bumping the table, does that really bother you? Oh, dear me. James Collins, yeah, don't make fun of homeless people. You'll offend Nathan Thompson. Exactly. But I'm not wrong, am I? There's like... I'm sure there's a team of people just monitoring all the videos that get uploaded to YouTube just so they can pick out the bits that may possibly offend somebody. And if they can't find anything that offends somebody, I'm sure they invite a whole new thing to be offended about. T-Clan77, glad to have you here as well. Homer Riley, best video ever, wobbly chair face for 15 minutes straight. I'm sure Radical would love that. Social justice warriors, indeed, Tiffany Hall. It's called cancel culture. Is that something the cool young kids say, James Collins? Because I've seen lots of... Oh, good evening, Nick Demchinsky. I am fully aware that you're a Patreon, and I thank you for it. I'm sure I've seen you in a live stream before, haven't I, Nick? I must have. David Macbeth, no, not at all. On Flat Earth, chairs wobble, this stream is fake. You could be right, Hammer Tank. You've never been to a live stream before, Nick Demchinsky. I'm just going to call you Nick from now on because that's a mouthful. I really thought you'd been to a live stream before. Well, welcome to my live stream. I'm prepared to be disappointed. Because this... So, when did I ask this? I was very, very surprised. Solar DNA, do we have Walmart over here? We do, but it's known as Asda. It's a smaller company, and Walmart is the parent company, so we kind of have Walmart. When I was asking about two videos and one live stream a week, 3 videos and one live stream, 2 videos, 2 live streams, that post, I'm not sure who saw it, but the number of people that said they hate the live streams really surprised me. Although I suppose it shouldn't have, because I'm not far away from 10,000 subscribers and there's only 144 people watching. So I'm not sure what that's about. But yeah, as I was saying, Nick, my live streams are basically, they're nothing to do with or anything like my videos. It's purely for me to hang out with you lot for an hour or so on a Sunday night, because I just like communicating with you, and I like having a platform where I can express my gratitude for your support. Patreons, non-Patreons, people that have bought me things off my Amazon wish list, people who just click the like button, people who let the ads play, because I get comments, and people will say, oh, if I was better off financially, I would love to be a Patreon. And that's not what I want. What I want is, if you want to support the channel and you can be a Patreon, please, it helps so much, because YouTube ad revenue is up and down like bloody a roller coaster, so you can't rely on it. So Patreon is a big part of it, but I never want anyone to say, I'm sorry, I wish I could afford to be a Patreon, but I don't make enough money. You can still support the channel, and I know it's a ball ache, but just let the ads play every so often, because it all has a cumulative effect. Tiny little amounts build up over time. Yeah, so I can't even remember how I started that dialogue. Yeah, there we are. Solar DNA has just said exactly what I was talking about. If I wasn't broke, we all are, mate. I am. Times are hard. You just got to earn money any way you can. And Creaky will be in my top 5 regularly supported channels. You can start supporting my channel straight away by just letting some of the ads play. Go make a cup of tea while you let some of the ads play. I know it's a pain in the ass, but just do that. Yeah, exactly, Beaver. We all are, mate, don't we? There seems to be this myth that even don't misunderstand me. I know some YouTubers are making huge money, but then there's teeny tiny little channels like mine, and yeah, I make a little bit of money, but it's not loads. I'm not going to be expanding my beanie hat collection anytime soon off the proceeds of YouTube videos. So support can mean so many different things. Another way you can support me: share my videos with people you know. Maybe they'll want to become a Patreon. So indirectly, you've helped me get a new Patreon by just sharing the video. Do you know what I mean? There's more than one way to skin a cat. Sorry, Turquoise Laura, I know you're a crazy cat person, if you're still here, but it's a saying. Let's have a whip round and buy Creaky a shitbox, Lex says. Dear me. So yeah, there's so many different ways you can support the channel. You don't have to be a Patreon. Bob the Science Guy, gauges, where did they come from? They came from Amazon, actually, Bob. I've worn them for years, and because I'm old and floppy, my earlobes never closed, so I was able to get back up to 3/4 inch in a week. It's just how I roll. I'm just nuts. Nuttier than a squirrel turd, in fact. Conspiracy Cast recipes. Yeah, Dr. Bob is in the house. I like the fact that Bob the Science Guy and Mr. Sensible give shout-outs to smaller channels in their videos. Yeah, I do that as well. Don't I? I did it earlier. Marvel Girl. Of course I did. Why did I doubt myself? Bob the Science Guy. My daughter wants tattoos. I told her she could get them, but I'd get whatever she got. Hi Bob, welcome to Wales. Haven't you got fear of rebellion on your hands, Dr. Bob? If you insist it's a no, is it a hard no or a soft no? Because, and I don't think I need to illustrate this to exactly Bob the Science Guy. Hey, hang on a minute. Why am I giving you a shout out? You're twice the size of my channel. No, Bob's a good guy. If you're not subscribed to him, go and subscribe to him right now. Yes, that's what I was saying, Mr. Jones. So, Dr. Bob, I like pink Playboy bunny on my butt. Yeah, or you could have a W on each cheek, Bob. Conversation starter when you're at those pool parties. Dr. Bob 420. Yeah, because my mother didn't want me to have a tattoo, so I just went and had one. Underage. Lied about my age. Back in the good old days. Anyway, where's me water? Getting thirsty. Global Mum, my daughter and I want to get matching tattoos. Mine will be a cover over a cancer scar. Yeah, tattoos don't change the person. My favourite thing to do was speak to customers over the phone as eloquently as I possibly could, and then watch their face when they met me, and you can see the look in their face. I'm here to see, and then I'll say, yeah, that's me. And you can see that they're not overly convinced about it, but, you know, it is what it is.
No.
Right. So there we go. And anyway, guys, as I said I wasn't going to be on long. And, yeah, Bob the Science Guy is getting there now. And I'm going to bring this this live stream to a sudden end. Because, as I said, I had nothing planned. and I've run out of things to say. So thank you to everyone that's super chatted. Treadhead, the Snark, Treadhead again, and Christopher Shapley. Thank you all. Have a look in the description. All the ways to support the channel are down there. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.